An American boy accidentally fell into a river. 32 years later, he strangely woke up in a rice field somewhere in China. The unfamiliar surroundings made him feel afraid. He quickly got up and walked toward a village ahead. The villagers saw that he was not a local, and kindly came forward to ask if he needed help. But the boy could not understand Chinese at all. In his panic, he fainted on the spot. Since he had no identification on him, the villagers had no choice but to hand him over to the local police. With the help of the embassy, the boy successfully boarded a plane back to the United States. The boy claimed his name was Jacob, and he had just turned 8 years old. He said he lived in Arcadia, Missouri. The immigration agent Martin, who took over the case, immediately contacted the local police department, but they said there was no missing child named Jacob. After repeatedly confirming his home address with the boy, Martin decided to personally drive him there. Little did they expect that this trip would bring an unprecedented crisis to the entire town. Following the boy's directions, the two soon arrived in Arcadia. They stopped in front of a large house. The person who opened the door was an old man in his 60s. As soon as the boy saw him, he rushed forward. He hugged the old man and kept calling him Dad. The old man froze on the spot. His son had died 32 years ago. How could he possibly come back to life? Just as he did not know what to do, his wife behind him recognized the boy at a glance. She pulled him into the house and kept touching and looking at him. It had been 32 years, yet her son had not changed at all, while she herself was now full of wrinkles. Jacob's uncle, who was a police officer, rushed over after hearing the news. He questioned Martin about why he was making a joke with someone else's deceased child. Just as Martin was about to explain, the boy warmly greeted his uncle. The sheriff was stunned by what he saw. As they stared at each other, the boy suddenly collapsed and began convulsing. Everyone hurried to take him to the hospital. When the doctor Maggie examined him, she found no heartbeat. She picked up the stethoscope in confusion and tapped it. After confirming it was not broken, she placed it on the boy's chest again. Only then did the heartbeat appear. The boy said she looked like his aunt. This shocked Maggie greatly, because she was actually Jacob's cousin. To fully determine the boy's true identity, Maggie decided to conduct a DNA test. But when she entered the room again, the boy was gone. Everyone hurried to search for him. Finally, they saw him near the front door. But when the boy saw them, he turned and ran into the woods. Breathing heavily, he stopped in front of a tree hollow. He took out toys he had hidden there before. The old man recognized them. They were the birthday gifts he had given his son at the age of 8. He knew the boy was trying to prove his identity, but he still found it hard to accept. He felt that something was not right about the child, especially because of his enormous appetite. He could eat 20 sandwiches in one meal. That day, Martin asked the boy if he remembered what happened before. The boy vaguely recalled that he had fallen into the river while trying to save his aunt. During the struggle, he saw a bald man grabbing his aunt, and he himself hit a rock in the water and passed out. When he woke up, he was in a rural area in China. Martin and Maggie were both doubtful about this, but the DNA test showed that the boy was indeed Jacob. Naturally, the old man could not believe such a result. 32 years ago, he had buried his son with his own hands. He believed his son must still be in that grave. To resolve the doubt, the old man agreed to exhume the body, but the result shocked them. Jacob's remains were completely intact, and the red t-shirt he wore when buried was exactly the same as when he returned. The situation became even more unexplainable. The townspeople began to distance themselves from the family. Some even suggested that until the boy's identity was clarified, they should not be allowed to enter the church. However, what no one expected was that another resurrected person returned to the town.